You want me to sit on the end so I can get all?
2021. Please stand. Pledge allegiance.
I'll sit. Yeah, thank you. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, I did purposely move the pledge of allegiance in front of the public hearing because I think that's appropriate. We'll open the public hearing at this time. It's a public hearing to discuss the changes to 2012-2014 Municipal Tax Code by the Municipal Tax Code Commission. And at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Villa, our financial consultant, and he can answer questions, he can explain what's going on, and explain why we're even having it on the agenda this evening.
Good evening, Mayor and Council, members of the public. We have 18 sections of tax code that's been amended. I really don't intend to go through every single section unless there are questions on any of them. The summary has been provided to the public and to the Mayor and Council. But I would like to at least explain what this all means to the town. The approval of tonight's ordinance 2021-2, will adopt amendments of the Model City Tax Code. These are related to transaction privilege tax. We commonly call it sales tax, but the actual term is transaction privilege tax. The ordinance does not increase sales tax or modifies the rate. It does not also create new activities, tax activities, where any of the local businesses would suffer any changes. In fact, most of the amendments we're going to be talking about tonight have already been adopted by the Municipal Tax Committee in 2012 and 14. Really, this is a housekeeping item. Those amendments that have been approved by the Department of Revenue, in fact, the steps are, the model tax code is administered by the Department of Revenue. The code provides uniformity for all cities and flexibility, so the city has options on how to impose sales tax for different kinds of businesses. But for those changes to take effect, there's a committee called the Unified Audit Committee. They first review all changes, then it's passed along to the Municipal Tax Commission, which is made up by 10 members. One member is from the Arizona Department of Revenue, and there's 9 mayors part of that commission. 5 of those mayors are appointed by the governor, 2 by the Senate President, and 2 by the Speaker of the House. So 9 members of the Municipal Tax Commission review all amendments related to taxes. There is a document that resides with the Department of Revenue. If you all go to the website, you're able to see the collection of a number of sections that deal with how government deals with local sales tax. The changes that we have tonight, I mentioned there are 18 sections amended, but most of them will deal with adding definitions. Others repeal sections and move them to other sections. It clarifies exemptions. It removes obsolete references and makes amendments that conform to state law. The legislature will make changes that then affects the municipal code. The most significant change that I see in the 18 different sections is a section that deals with an item called food for home consumption. Previously, this is in 2014, food could be taxed by the local government at the same rate as a restaurant. An example is South Tucson. The city of South Tucson had been taxing food when you go to the grocery store, when you go to the restaurant, at the same rate. This amendment here allows for councils or cities to amend that and change the rate specifically for food consumption at a different rate as a restaurant. The example in South Tucson, their rate is 5% for restaurants, 1.5% for groceries. Fortunately, Tombstone does not tax groceries. But if the council would take that question, they now have that option. So that's in a nutshell what these amendments do. This is a block of 18 different amendments that deal with the years of 2012 to 2014. We will come back in a few weeks, a few months, with amendments from 2015 through 2019. All those changes have already occurred. If any of this affects any of the local businesses, I suggest that local businesses talk to their own accountants. I do not see in anything that we have tonight that would make any sort of modification to law. And again, I don't have the details on any of the items, but I can try to answer if there are any specific questions on any of the 18 items.
Anyone have any questions in the audience?
Ruben, with what frequency does the tax committee that we're referring to?
It is frequent. Frequent. The amendments are sent to cities in blocks. Sometimes it's a year, sometimes it's 2 years. For some reason, this block of amendments kind of lagged in getting back to you all. And I don't have an answer for that. But normally we will see a year or two of amendments. And it's just because they do review items, but they don't adopt changes, that frequently. But they do meet very frequently.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone else have any questions for Mr. B? Any comments or input? Well, thank you, Ruben, for driving down here. We appreciate you taking the time out of your evening and making this presentation for us, because I'm sure that there was a little bit of question in some folks' minds, and hope it cleared everybody's mind up. Thank you again.
Thank you. Good night.
Next, we'll go to a roll call. First we're going to reconvene into the regular council meeting, and I'll ask for a roll call, please.
Councilmember Reagan, absent. Councilmember Barlow.
Present.
Councilmember McMahon. Here. Councilmember Newbauer.
Present.
Mayor Escopo.
Present. Next item is call of the public. ARS 38-431.01 authorizes but does not mandate the city council to make an open call of the public during a public meeting, subject to reasonable time, place, and manner restrictions, and to allow individuals to address the public body on any issue within the jurisdiction of the public body. The time will be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Those wishing to address the public body shall limit his or her remarks to issues within the jurisdiction of the public body. However, this forum shall not be used for making personal attacks, discussing personal issues, and directing any individual members of the city council and any other city employee. Anyone like to speak to call of the public?
I understand tonight we're appointing 5 people to the board of
I don't think they're staggered terms, but we'll check into it for you, okay? Anyone else? Okay, we'll close the call to the public. And we'll go on next is I have a proclamation to read about the Fair Housing Act, whereas the National Fair Housing Law of 1986, as amended by the Fair Housing Amendment Act of 1988, prohibits discrimination in the sale, rental, leasing, and financing of housing or land to be used for the construction of housing or the provisions of brokerage services on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, disability, familiar status, and national or origin. And whereas the principle of fair housing is not only national law and national policy, but a fundamental human concept and entitlement for all Americans. Whereas April has traditionally been designated as Fair Housing Month in the United States. Now therefore, I, Dustin Escobar, Mayor of the City of Tombstone, do hereby proclaim April as Fair Housing Month in the City of Tombstone, and do hereby urge all citizens of this community to comply with the letter and spirit of the Fair Housing Law. Witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the great seal of the City of Tombstone to be affixed this 13th day of April, 2021. Dustin Escobar. Next, we'll move into new business approval and discussion and action approval of minutes for regular council meeting Tuesday, February 9th, 2021, and special council meeting for Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion made and second. Is there any discussion? I'll close discussion. All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Item B, discussion and/or action, approval of ordinance number 2021-2, an ordinance of the Mayor and Common Council of the City of Tombstone, Cochise County, Arizona, relating to the transaction privilege tax, adopting the 2012-2014 amendment to the tax code of the City of Tombstone by reference establishing effective dates, providing for severability, and providing penalties for violations. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion on it? Having no discussion, I'll close discussion and roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Reagan, absent. Councilmember Barlow.
Yes.
Councilmember McMahon. Yes. Councilmember Newbauer.
Yes.
Mayor Escobar.
Yes.
Mayor, you skipped, item A.
I'm sorry?
Item A.
Council failed, we skipped that.
Oh, I didn't want to pay that. Okay. All right, discussion and interaction on approval of the accounts payable in the amount of $250,847.59. This is for March 1st, 2021 through March 31st, 2021. I'll ask for a motion to approve. Motion made and second. Is there discussion? No discussion. All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Now we can go to C.
Yes.
Discussion and action approval of resolution number 3-2021, a resolution of the Mayor and Common Council of the City of Tombstone, Cochise County, Arizona, adopting a fair housing policy, making it known and committed to be the principle of fair housing and describing actions it shall undertake in affirmatively further fair housing. That's for a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor? I'm sorry, is there discussion on it? Close discussion. All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Item D, discussion and action on resolution number 4-2021, a resolution of the Mayor and Common Council of the City of Tombstone, Arizona, declaring as a public record the certain documents filed by the city clerk and entitled the 2012-2014 amendment to the tax code of the City of Tombstone. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion made and second. Discussion. Having no discussion, I'll close discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Reagan, absent. Councilmember Barlow.
Yes.
Councilmember McMahon.
Yes.
Councilmember Newbauer.
Yes.
Mayor Escobar.
Yes. Motion carried. Item E, discussion or action on approval and ratification of Ken Stickler as the Commissioner for the Tombstone Airport Commission Board. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Motion made and second. Is there any discussion? Having no discussion, roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Reagan, absent. Councilmember Barlow.
Yes.
Councilmember McMahon.
Yes.
Councilmember Newbauer.
Yes.
Mayor Escobar.
Yes, motion carried. Item F, discussion and action on approval of the application of Stephen Smith as Commissioner of the Tombstone Board of Adjustments and Appeals Commission. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Motion approved. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Having no discussion, I'll close discussion and roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Reagan, absent. Councilmember Barlow.
Yes.
Councilmember McMahon.
Yes.
Councilmember Newbauer.
Yes.
Mayor Escobar.
Yes, motion carried. Item G, discussion or action on approval ratification of Bill Lamb as Commissioner of the Tombstone Board of Adjustments and Appeals Commission. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Did we have a second?
Who made the first motion?
Did you make the motion?
You'll make the first, Shirley?
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
Second.
All right. Motion made and seconded. And now, do we have any discussion on Bill Lamb? No discussion. Close discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Reagan, absent. Councilmember Barlow.
Yes.
Councilmember McMahon.
Yes.
Councilmember Newbauer.
Yes.
Mayor Escobar.
Yes, motion carried. Item H, discussion and action on approval of ratification of Wayne Scheidle as Commissioner of the Tombstone Board of Adjustment and Appeals Commission. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Motion approved. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion on it? Having no discussion, I'll close discussion and ask for a roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Reagan, absent. Councilmember Barlow.
Yes.
Councilmember McMahon. Councilmember Newbauer.
Yes.
Mayor Escobar.
Yes, motion carried. Next item is discussion and action approval of ratification of Robert Radcliffe as the Commissioner of the Tombstone Board of Adjustment and Appeals Commission. I'll ask for a motion to approve. Motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Having no discussion, we'll close discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Reagan, absent. Councilmember Barlow.
Yes.
Councilmember McMahon. Councilmember Newbauer.
Yes.
Mayor Escobar.
Yes, motion carried. Item J, discussion and action on approval of ratification of Ed Robinson as Commissioner of the Tombstone Board of Adjustments and Appeals. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. And do we have any discussion? Having no discussion, we'll close discussion. Roll call vote again.
Councilmember Reagan, absent. Councilmember Barlow.
Yes.
Councilmember McMahon.
Yes.
Councilmember Newbauer.
Yes.
Mayor Escobar.
Yes, motion carried. Next item is discussion and interaction on approval of Council Member Jim Newbauer as the council liaison to the Historic Preservation Commission. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Having no discussion, we'll close discussion. Roll call vote.
Councilmember Reagan, absent. Councilmember Barlow.
Yes.
Councilmember McMahon.
Yes.
Councilmember Newbauer.
Abstain.
Mayor Escobar.
Yes, motion carried. Item L, discussion and interaction on approval of the request of Tombstone High School for special use permit for the use of the parking lot located on 6th and Tough Nut Street, Saturday, May 26th and Thursday, May 27th. Wednesday, May 26th and Thursday, May 27th, 2021 for commencement of ceremonies. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Having no discussion, close discussion. All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Everybody in favor of adjourning? Okay, meeting adjourned.
Ruben? I'm sorry. Can you ask you something? I wasn't quite sure. Can you clarify? Is this the same?
Yes.
What's
Hey.
your
Good, Mr. Donahue, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Staying awake today.
That's standard language.
Thanks for the flyer.
Yeah, that'll work. So I'll send you the second one. I forgot that word place.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can get a copy, but what it is just the website.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get it from the I don't think they have. And all it is, include a summary.
Did you get a notification?
You'll see this ordinance to make any amendments to any so the city adopts and you got a ratified contract. You may want to consult with someone. So this is what you get, and this is my but I'll show you the different sections of it. Alright, so now if you have business and it's municipal, it's we can't pay the price, but you recorded it in the past, cities tax food in general. Food from the grocery store and food from the well, in general, all food. They cook. That's an option. Something about taxes for food. So taxes Tombstone does not but what this amendment does, it separates it so cities can have different rates. That's one of the important parts of tonight's meeting is it's only language and it's cleaning up. For example, one that doesn't mean it. So we don't have it's a uniform. So most of these things only being applied to it. Yes, sir.
Thank you,
See
Ruben.
you during the budget.
Okay.
For this, you don't need a, I think you just need to fill out a record request. Well, if you don't, it's just email the city and forward it to me.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.